Alright, welcome back to the Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of the United States. We are in control of the global north. So the whole northern hemisphere is pretty much under our control. There's still the NATO faction that's pretty strong. But other than that, it's it's pretty much all in our control. There are still weaknesses, obviously. The fact that we do not have enough units to cover all this territory by this provisional Russian NATO entity. But we do have most of the major NATO states at least contested right now with troops. I don't know if Macedonia is a part. No, they are their own thing. And we do have a couple states that exist that we're going to slowly integrate into the United States here. While we prepare for war with China and India and Pakistan. And if you look, the Alliance faction, which is our new faction, we do have agreements with the Republic of China, South Korea, and Japan. So if China does make moves on those entities, we will get drawn into a war, so that is our risk factor and why we are working on our supply lines out here and across most of our border with China. Yeah, it does look like troops are moving around. They're hopping on land to move faster than the sea. Maybe. But in any case, our production here is pretty insane. We're still short attack helis. This is beyond me in comprehension. I just don't understand what's happening with that. So I really can't explain it. Switzerland did. Why would Switzerland attack us? Plus, I hate the Alps. Like, why would y'all do this to us? Like, you're gonna make me... Oh my god. This is a nightmare. This is like a living nightmare. I can't even cover it because of all the stupid mountains. All right, let's see where I have. There's a gap there, there, there. There and there. what has Switzerland done and why have they done this? Like, if you could describe your worst nightmare in Hearts of Iron as far as terrain, this is probably it. I really can't think of anything worse. Like, is that all the holes? Who knows? Who knows, man? And then what are our supply routes right now? So I would expect some of our major supply lines land up here into this rail network and go this way. Or start here and go this way to some extent. But it looks like we're actually sending just tons here into Italy. Yeah, and then we have the San Diego line here. Like, this should be that rail line from Washington. Has a ton of supply that this we never finished to the north. We do need to get that going. We we ever upgrade and make a rail the whole way? We started to. You can see it right there. But we don't have a full rail line. That's another weakness we have. Yeah, because it'd be better if we just had all our supply going through Alaska over to this side of the world. That way we'd have less ocean to cover. Then here we're trading, I bet. Yeah, steel to Thailand and all sorts of madness. All right. Special operation. Marines? Oh, look at that. We finished another set of Marines. We actually have two full Marine divisions now. These are paratroopers. And trench mechanized, logistics bonus, fort attack, river fort attack. Yeah, that guy's. He's a Marine, he just didn't know it. Alright, Switzerland. Yeah, so off rip. We're just going for it. What is this? Oh yeah, those are our Air Force. This is what happens when you hide Russian assets. I don't know why Switzerland bombed us. Maybe we faked something, I have no idea. But seemed like a bad move. To me, at least. Alright, so we got some airborne units done. Get those put into the Special Operations Command. And we'll split these up into 5. That's actually really good. I think Air Assault Paratrooper guy was really good. Same with... Is there another one? This guy's a super promoted. Let's see. Air Assault. Air Assault. We want this helicopter symbol. Air Cavalry. The thing of beauty. Alright, and our Special Forces operators are infiltrating fine on their own. As we are getting taken over here randomly. That's not shocking by any means. So that was a 3-for-1 deal. Looks like somehow we missed some sort of alignment there with our forces. But we're going to take this back. All right, we took that back. We're going to send these guys into assault. They need to stop, just defend. Yeah. We'll keep pressing this for any kind of advantage. Switzerland's going off. They're shooting missiles, all sorts of things. They're really, really trying for whatever happened here. I only want 4 of you to go, though. But whatever. Looks like too many are going to go. We're probably going to lose that little city or whatever. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. This kind of looks like a mess. Looks like they are very compressed, though. What other Russia is there? And we have a satellite. That's crazy. We must have acquired that from Europe. All right. Moving up into the mountains. Fully compressing their border. And yeah, we'll let it play out. I just don't think they have supplies even to replenish equipment. So, what are they going to do? Our special forces battalions get as much as their mechanized infantry in stats. Way less breakthrough, though, than their defense. Looks like the advantage is still under our control to some extent. We get another armed unit here for the Asia Command, probably. Well, actually, I'm going to throw these into Europe. We're going to add that into Europe. Like New Zealand, the Kiwis down under are working towards payment plans. Doing something. And SOCOM units. Okay, they did capitulate. Yeah, we're just straight up just gonna puppet them. I don't like the mountains there. It's horrible. Welcome to the Alliance, Switzerland. All right, and then we can reallocate forces as we just got another Marine unit. So we now have. Wait, I'm gonna do this from the hills. The hills down. That way I cover that little gap. Our SOCOM units here. Going back into the mountains. We'll start from the mountains. All the way around. And these units can go back down south here. We had them here. And then the airborne units. We can have here. There's not really a lot of territory left of Bosnia, except for that. Like Albania's providing units. Crazy. Crazy work. Hungary. Okay, so this would be the 5. I'm going to go ahead and break that off. We have the 5 and the 7. So let's go ahead and encircle all of Hungary. And the battle plan is take that. Alright, so this division's going here. We'll put this division with that one as well. They're definitely going for control of the provisional authority, and they need to cover the gap to the best of their abilities. So Mordovia? I've never heard of this. Is an independent state now. Yeah, and look at our supply issues here and how bad this is. Let's see. Yeah, we're working on rail lines. Something like that. This front needs a couple lines of reinforcement. Needs to be size 6. Has this hub too. That'll need to be upgraded later. And we also need a rail line hub there. Okay. Go ahead and bump this. The struggle is real. I think we got Egypt here. Yep. Basically, we just need to consolidate forces as much as we can into different areas and test to make sure we have supply to support those forces. Like, this region's good for now. Looks like New Zealand is trying to invest a ton. And we are missing maritime patrol aircraft. That's crazy. We're still short attack choppers and bombers. All right, let's work on. Let's get our max here anti-air because we are 3rd gen still. So special tank weapons. Oh, railguns. Crazy. Like future tech. So that's MLRS. We're looking for SPA. We want a SAM launcher. We can put autocannons. I'm actually not gonna put a turret on yet. Want a 4 or 8 missile pack. I think 8 gives us. Yeah, 4, 4, 4, 4. We want a 4 for long range. All right, we're gonna call that. We just have this tank symbol. Why? Oh, it went back to. Yeah, there we go. Sky Ranger. They do have a lot of anti-air system designs here, though. That's cool. Self-propelled anti-air. I thought they had like a Patriot battery model, but I'm not seeing one. It's just a really long truck with a radar set and a missile launch thing. That's sad. Model's gone. Um, yeah, so we can get armor bonuses 10% at the cost of speed. This gives breakthrough. This gives more having unmanned. Yeah, I'd rather have the unmanned or welded, but unmanned for the armor bonus. Then, if I remember right, we can also boost our anti-air by adding some additional equipment. I'm gonna put stealth armor on here. Probably chameleon, I think, is the best. All these are gonna have gas turbine engines. And I think radar is a huge attack bonus. Yes, it is. I don't see any spa features. So we can put stuff for reliability like blowout panels, mine protection, group doors. This gives armor but lowers, so we're gonna add blowout panels. And then I don't know if ERA So 35% armor versus 10. Get 3 breakthrough, or 3 defense, 4 breakthrough. No reliability lowering. Gives more defense, or less defense. Right? Same breakthrough or less? I don't know. But way more armor. Let's go explosive reactive armor on it. Drones, I think. Yeah, that just boosts your soft attack. Bonuses. So we can actually add like ergonomic troop doors on here, give it suppression and a reliability bonus. Or we could go mine protection for the similar result. Let's see. I think we can use this for armor. Gives more breakthrough and more defense. Yeah, I don't see anything. Might throw spaced armor on it. Even though it lowers the speed more. What is an auxiliary engine? Just fuel. Yeah, we could see we put mine protection on it. What does this do for the wield? We get way more speed. For some reason the tank holes are there. This has a radar system. It kind of looks more like what this is. Yeah, we'll go ahead with that truck. And then, let's see, there's the model. There's your Patriot model. All right. Speed, reliability. This is armor bonus for reliability. Don't see anything that's actually affecting our anti-air though. Yeah, and so this is a 5% reliability reduction for adding ammo, whereas the engine is 1.5 and gives us better speed by a lot. So we're sitting at 2. We can get that up to 6. We have the Sky Ranger, self-propelled anti-air. Call it 2. 2A1. And we're going to go with that. We're getting a 50% reduction in our growth rate. Looks like. That's pretty terrible. And here we are. We've taken Switzerland. We're working on fixing this problem. See, what are we recruiting right now? Yeah, we definitely need these to finish up. Another deployment's not gonna hurt of 18 units. And then Asia Command. Yeah, let's go ahead and move. Okay, so that's some. Some of these guys are still over here. Well, that's not good. Let's redraw these lines. See if they move out. I would think they would, but they may not. That's crazy. They're not moving. Yeah, it didn't even assign them. Didn't assign them a mission. That's good to know that that's even a risk. Okay, so now they have a mission, and now they're moving. Crazy. Alright, bureaucratic drain is wrapping up. Uh, September 8th, so less than a month. So it would be nice to have 300 political power by then. As we... Whoa, don't click that. Let's see here. We are definitely going to be in an all-out, absolute hell of a fight if we go to war with China. Yeah, I'm just gonna move all of this into the Pacific Ocean, and we're gonna get all these fleets from Europe just set here along the Chinese coast. We're just gonna use them purely for buffer. And I guess this admiral. And we finished up this, so we did get medicine. Now it's up to us to get... I don't really want the pop growth. Definitely need construction. Let's see. Call it time here on the episode. So thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next one.